Okay, so most of us have been sitting through this entire year after the wildfires, the pandemic, the being locked inside your home, the lack of toilet paper, the constant riots now that have been going on forever because Orange Man bad, and the poisonous blue dragon sea slugs that have now apparently appeared on recently on Texas beaches. Yes, that was actually a thing. Thousands of them. Dear God, where did they all come from? Most of us are probably just sitting around here wanting 2020 to just frickin' die, or probably just get hit by an asteroid at some point. But leave it to Hollywood because apparently everyone being stuck in their homes has given Hollywood no real reason to even try. Entertainment has fallen so badly in this year, it's not even worth mentioning. Many of the shows that have been coming out, a lot of them are now being canceled because they're just absolute trash. And people are now home watching a lot of this stuff and realizing, wow, this stuff sucks. So what does Warner Brothers do when they've got a captive audience sitting in the room that can't do nothing? Well, they break out the old Animaniacs, and this created a bit of a buzz on the internet because people are like, oh, Animaniacs, it'll be funny, it'll be this, it'll be that. Well, leave it to SJW politics to go in there and completely F it up. Yes, yes, yes. We're talking about mansplaining in Animaniacs. Now, I don't mind Animaniacs being political or even hitting pop culture references. The show back in the day did it very well, but they did it from a position of they went after everybody. Feminists were made fun of. Menonists were made fun of. Democrats were made fun of. Republicans were made fun of. Animaniacs was like a cartoon version of David Letterman. If any of you know anything about David Letterman back on the Late Show with David Letterman, Letterman would go after everybody. He went after Bill Clinton. He cracked jokes regularly about Hillary Clinton being a lesbian. Okay? He went after Bush, both of them. He went after every single politician that ended up on the mainstream media. Any politician who did something awesome or did something like Anthony Weiner, in come David Letterman, and he was slapping your butt down. David Letterman was the guy that went in and took the piss out of politicians. We don't have this anymore because comedy is officially dead in this country. Animaniacs comes in, and this is what I've got here are two main screenshots that I've seen on Twitter. I haven't seen the show. But the one thing I will tell people is I can tell you this is all one-sided politics because the easiest thing you could do to disprove both of these is to show something that happened in the show that makes fun of the other side. This right now is going after the right, pretty much. It's not said unironically. But I mean, hey, it's 2020. We've got an audience of people. Most of them are just stuck at home and got nothing better to do than to watch shit. So that's what we're going to do is give them more and more shit. But as I said, with these two notions, I mean, who do you think this is supposed to be? And let's be frank, Animaniacs never did stuff like this with politicians. They never did take a politician and make them look grotesque or anything to that nature. They created a comic book. They created a comic caricature of the politician, and then they just let the politician's dumb mannerisms speak for themselves. I mean, they would make fun of them in such a way. One of them was what was it with Bush? It said "read my lips," and I think one of the Animaniacs actually grabs hold of Bush's bottom lip and pulls it out and's like, okay, and reads a whole bunch of stuff. That was a caricature. It was something that Bush had said, and they took it. They put a comedic spin on it. This is not a comedic spin. This is just making fun of a presidential candidate because we want to make fun of a presidential candidate. The thing is, I don't see any counterpoints to this. Oh, wow, Animaniacs made fun of a politician. Yeah, they didn't make fun of AOC. Which back in the day, AOC would come out there, laugh for a bit, and they'd turn her into a mule. Kamala Harris would just turn into a hyena or something. They would make that notion. They won't do this because Warner Brothers is scared to death of the left. They're terrified of them. And so you will not see anything making fun of Kamala Harris. You will not see a picture. I mean, you could do so many things with this stuff. You could make so much fun of the other side. You could have President Obama sitting out there flapping his ears like Dumbo for a couple of hours because that Joker does have some massive ears. He's there as if he's Dumbo, or have a moment where he flaps his ears real good and flies off into the distance. You don't have those funny caricatures anymore. You could have Vladimir Putin out there ripping off his shirt and declaring Russia and being like the super patriotic Captain America version of Russia. Or Russian version of Captain America, pretty much. You can make fun of you can make fun of politicians all day long. Used to, they would make fun of China. They made fun of Japan. We made fun of Africa. We made fun of Britain. We made fun of Germany. We made fun of America, and we made fun of both sides of the aisle and every single person. Nobody was above getting the piss taken out of them. But today, there is a ruling class that you do not mouth against. There is a ruling class that you do not say anything against. And if you do, you will have your head chopped off. Unfortunately, Animaniacs has done one thing. They've only done one good thing by releasing this show. And they have showed us just how far Hollywood has fallen, and it's pathetic. Anyway, folks, I'm The Last Raider. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay frosty. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye now.